Alright guys, tonight we're going to do a very quick tortilla chicken casserole. And I got restaurant style chips because they're a little bit thicker than just the regular chips. And they soak up the juice a lot faster. And to me they just taste better. So you just put them in here. Get them lined up as good as you can along the sides. Now we got the first of our chips in there, and then we're going to use some of the chicken that Duke was plucking for us, remember? Chicken picking, as he calls it. We're going to put some good layer of chicken in there. Now you can add rotel to this or salsa and make it into a Mexican casserole, but I prefer not to. I'm an all-American boy. Then I've got 3 different kinds of cheese. I've got Mexican mix, which is a Monterey Jack, and mild cheddar. So we're going to put that. Then a little bit of sharp cheddar to bring out all the flavor of those other cheeses. Alright, then I have some Velveeta shredded, and the reason I use that because it helps the cheese melt faster and get down into the chips. Alright, so now we're going to put another layer of chips. I'm hoping this pan's deep enough. You know, the thing about these kind of meals, you do not have to be fancy. This is for you and your family. And of course you want it to look good, but you don't have to do fancy. Alright, more chicken. Oh, chicken. This is, now let me tell you guys, I do not like doing this casserole with canned chicken. I like to boil the chicken and then debone it because it just does not have the same flavor. It just completely changes it. Now, we're going to use 2 cans of chicken soup. And if you're wondering about my arm being covered, I got splattered on the arm with hot oil. Alright, then I got some organic free-range chicken broth, and we're gonna have to have about a half a cup. And guys, when you're pouring your broth, do not pour it this way. Do not pour it like this, because if you do, it's going to splatter everywhere. Always pour it like this so it has room to breathe. See how smooth it poured? May have to have a little bit more, but we'll see. So we're going to add the half a cup of broth to the chicken soup. You can use milk if you want to. I prefer chicken broth. Alright. Now, Now we're going to take this and we're going to pour it all over it, because you want this to sink in. So yeah, just make sure that your soup gets all over it. Try to get it off the sides. So what I do is I go along the edges and kind of crunch it down so the soup falls down into the edge and not over the side. There we go. Then we're going to top it with more cheese. And remember, this will settle down as it cooks, because your chips will soften up and flatten out. I've got my oven preheated at 350, and you just want to put this in there until the cheese melts and you see it bubbling. You want to let it bubble, bubble, bubble. I'll tell you what, it has been so hot here the last couple of days. I mean, it has felt like we are right in the middle of summer. Alright guys, I'm going to get this in the oven, and as soon as we take it out, we'll be right back. Okay, time to take it out of the oven. Ooh, looks good. Now guys, we're gonna have to let it cool down and cool off, because I mean it is still bubbling, which makes it very dangerous. See that? So it is still very, 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 very hot. So I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit before I dish up a piece of it. Be back in a little bit. Alright guys, let's dishes up some of this. I've let it cool off quite a bit. And let's see how it's going to be. Now guys, you can put salsa or anything like that on it that you want. My preference is sour cream. Oh gosh, that smells so good. And then just put a dollop of sour cream on it, and there you go. Oh my god. Oh god, that is so good. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy it. Chicken and tortilla casserole. I promise you're going to love it.